Well, hello. This is an interesting, lovely opportunity. Violet, it is nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. Normally I start these with the statement of, welcome no one who happens to be here, but it turns out that I'm not allowed to do that anymore, because I have somebody who comes and says hello. Hi Violet, nice to see you. Scrambles into my chair, pretends I haven't been playing Elite Dangerous for 2 hours. Well, that's a fun game. I've tried it. It's a little bit too complex for me to really connect, but I'm curious about what you like about it. So if you want to chat about it, go for it, because I'm going to do a bit of my spiel about this side. There it is. This side about what we'll be talking about today. Because today is about flow state and purpose. So purpose is a bit of a loaded word, being that purpose for so many people can be like the purpose of your life. Purpose in this definition, as it says just above my head, because I have some bad news. Not bad news as in like I'm stopping streaming or anything like that, but it's actually about bad news and purpose and how purpose, flow state, can help you through bad news. So for everybody who's eventually listening, all, I don't know, 20 of you maybe one day, we'll see. Any point, this is what I want to talk about. So today, I had the opportunity to discover that I'm not going to be hired for a position within a job that I was applying for. Specifically, I was looking to be a host with Xbox in a game show that they were doing. And I'm disappointed because I had interviewed twice with them and that was a bummer. But I want to talk about that moment of like, because even when I found out the information about that and that news, I had almost what I would say is two reliefs. Relief one was the fact that I was finally, I got news, because it'd been a little while and I was like, oh, give me some news. And then relief two was actually around, not specifically streaming today, but around an understanding of what my purpose and flow state is. So the thing is like, I'm excited about this, but I wanted to talk about purpose and that kind of thing. I talked about before how I worked as a community live streaming specialist, there we go, for Monolith Productions, the guys who did Shadow of War. And I really liked the job when it was primarily streaming and interacting with you, it was interacting with the developers and that kind of thing. And as it became less of that, I didn't like it as much. And that's because, as it says right here, if it's not the job title, it's the action. That's a big part of this. I really am interested in this position with Xbox because it was basically hyping people up about video games, which is kind of similar to what I do. Well, this is the similar action as that. Talking to people like Violet, people like Alex, people like Damien who've come by, and it's been really fun. Let's see. Oh, I'll read your thing in a second, Violet. So these skills put me in flow. They make me feel good, like I understand it. And the thing is like, flow is something that brings me joy. And I grabbed a link here that I threw down. I threw a TED Talk from a guy into the chat down below. Into the description down below, because that's something that's really motivating me about the concept of flow. Now I'll read Violet's question. Or a statement. Whatever. Sorry, Violet. Lol, that's fair. One of my special interests as a young kid was astronomy, so getting to fly around and explore the galaxy is such a dream come true. Also get some great picks for Despot. Elite Dangerous sounds really cool. Like, is that something that gives you a flow state? Because, you know, that's kind of our shtick, right? Flow states in video games. So I'm curious if that makes you feel like almost a meditative calm, which could be a flow state. But as I pop back into here, we talk about teaching improv, talking to others, goofing, develop. Those are the things that make me feel really excited. And so the opportunity that I get to do this here for fun, even though it's not necessarily something that I'm getting paid for at the moment, is okay, because this is joy to me. And that's something that I think is why it's really important to talk about flow states and these feelings, because even though something sad happened, because I have a flow, a purpose, something that I realize I really like, it's okay if I don't do it there, because I will find other ways to do it. It's not the title, it's the action. Now, there's a thing here that I just got really excited about, because if you saw that thumbnail of a little chiclet with an E in an email, that would be this one right here. Boop. For me? So, a gentleman named Mikhail, get ready, Csiksentmihayli, I think is how you say his name, Csiksentmihayli. I wrote it here, Csiksentmihayli. That's the pronunciation of it. I was trying to do a cognitive load therapy trick where you basically sent me a high E, an inflatable E. Haha, look at that, getting the brain stuck in the head. So Csiksentmihayli. Csiksentmihayli. Mikhail Csiksentmihayli is a Hungarian psychologist who has been doing lots of positive psychology regarding flow state. Boom! And that's the TED Talk that I included down below, and that's a big motivation for what we're doing today while we're playing games and the like. Boop! A screen we're very used to seeing. Very good. Cool. How you doing today, Violet? How you doing today, chat? Hey! Yeah, so that's my kind of feeling that I had today, was this realization that for me, even though I was disappointed in not jumping into something that I'm really excited about, I, well, feel excitement still because I know what it is that I want to do. That was something that was very difficult for me. Honestly, only like a couple months ago. So to be able to have the understanding of being like, oh, I'm sad I don't get to do that, but I know I can continue to look for that, was really cool. Now, let's continue doing our lovely flow state experience about finding things in flow states and playing games in certain ways of flow states. What's up, Swamp Thing? Nice to see you. Curious if you heard my little shtick. I think I'll shtick twice or more over the course of these streams because I know people come in and I think it's interesting and good to talk about those lessons. But the thing here is that we were playing with the crossbow yesterday, and we were using 2 revolvers like we were cow people. Cow people, not cowboys, not cowgirls, cow people. Bam, bam, bam. Those are loud guns, and so I thought it would be fun to iterate and talk a little bit about iteration 2 in the process of doing flow state stuff, where we've talked about this in the regards to 80% rule. But the idea is like, I like these large, powerful, high caliber pistols. I got a flow state with them. Let's try making them quiet, because that will improve their effectiveness. Cool. Hopping into this for a bit. So for Swamp Thing, hi. How much of that shtick did you get in the very beginning when I was sharing about flow state and purpose? There's the word. I'm curious because I don't necessarily know the timing for y'all as I'm figuring this out. You're all helping me practice and figure these things out. So it will let me know best times to jump in and do some of these things. It's pretty cool. But in the case of something like iteration, which is basically iterative design is the more professional, fun way of saying it, is this concept of that when you come up with a solution to something, you don't come up with the perfect solution immediately. You come up with a solution that solves the situation. So for example, if the solution is to build a tower out of marshmallows and noodles, which is an actual study and practice that they do to develop this idea of iterative design, a lot of people will start the process by looking at the marshmallow and be like, how can I put this on top of the noodles? And then using the noodles and a little bit of masking tape to build up this tower. But a lot of times they talk about it. Just keep talking about it. They don't actually build a tower. They being the people in a group who are trying to converse. Turns out kids will like build a teeny tower. They'll take like 3 noodles and just stick it in the marshmallow and place it down. And it's just like, that's my tower. That it is. And so the idea of iterative design is just solving the problem first and then trying to solve it better as you continue. So building a higher tower by first building a tower and then building a slightly higher one. In the case of this, using 2 pistols, which I'm reloading my left one for some reason, using 2 pistols, but making them more silent because that is building our noodle tower higher. And we'll practice our shooting with the crossbow. See if we get some amazing shots again today. If not, then we'll continue to switch. Because not everything's going to be perfect for every flow state. Hello, friend. That person had already dead. Swap Thing. I just caught the very end. Saw the image with the chick. Hi, Violet. See if I can remember how to say that name again using that image. It was Mikhail Csiksentmihayli. Csiksentmihayli. Yeah! I did it! It's a cognitive load thing where if you can remember a place and you leaving something in that place, the brain, or like an image, the brain is significantly better at recalling this later. So imagining a chick sending me a balloon that's inflated that's really high up in the air. Csiksentmihayli. That works for me. Alright, Swamp Thing, for later, I think after we do this run, I'm going to take an opportunity to talk about flow state and purpose again. because, man, I want to just, like, that's our chat today. That's our thing. Plus, if more people show by, we can talk about it. And then Violet can also add in things, be like, hey, last time you mentioned this thing. I'm like, ooh, thank you for the reminder. Oh, everybody's on the roof up there, and I'm all alone down here. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, it is a precision airstrike. If I do this, do you think that they're gonna have a bunch of people explode up there? Let's see. Oh, there's one. Oh, that's funny. Oh, someone's here. Dual pistols are working great. Now in that situation, being silent was not really that important. They landed and jumped at me. So yeah, that wasn't the big deal. Munitions box. But I do like the fact that this individual was like, let's be sneaky. And then I turned, it was like, boop, and then walked on off. It's a good one. Let's see. Iterative design was our focus just a second ago. So the big idea of iteration is the concept of trying to solve the problem and then worry about making a more optimum problem, or excuse me, optimum solution to the problem over time with multiple renditions and different attempts at it. It's not about solving it in the first go. It's about solving it in pieces. Dead. Violet. Speaking of flow state, I'm not sure if I've ever had it in Elite, but I find it super relaxing and satisfying to play. Yeah, that actually might kind of do it. I mean, I think the way that we mentioned it yesterday where, you know, like, time flies when you're having fun, if you notice yourself not notice time, I know that's a funny thought process. Notice what it is that you notice. If you notice yourself not noticing the passage of time, that's a good indicator that you found a flow. Wow, there's a lot of people in there. Boop. Oh my gosh. Oh, and down. Uh-oh. Still down someone, though. Dual pistols, doing some well. Oh. We still got a shot off. It'll still explode, but I don't think it'll hurt them. The practice, the finding the flow again. So that iterative thing, so far what we can tell is using the dual pistols, silenced. It's not actually harming anything so far. We've been doing really well and firing and taking out our opponents with it. In fact, the level of damage seems to be pretty good. Dropping down. There. I don't see where anybody is. I'll grab this, get a plate back. Someone to my left. Money, 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 money. Uh-oh. They're just hiding in the car behind it. We got one of them. I think another example of iterative design is for a lot of the times we're shooting people, we don't seem to need that explosion. It's fun, but it doesn't seem like that explosion's actually getting us that extra oomph required. Hey. Just wanted to visit for a second. Like maybe, totally. Like maybe there's a tear gas option, which might be better in those close contact environments where it's basically, you don't do as much damage, but you do get to have that cool explosion of tear gas that forces the people to leave their little hidey hole. Maybe that's the one. Or increasing velocity might be better, or doing the fire. I've been liking explosions because it is fun to shoot someone and down them, and then guarantee that you will take them out after they've been downed, because they could technically stroll away and hide. Wow, that was a lot of people landing right there. They were all against each other. It seems like it's gonna be a little bit harder to fight people when there's so many of them like that, just diving in on each other. That's okay though. Oh, someone's behind us. I don't see where they are, so I'm gonna just keep dropping and flowing, dropping and flowing. More shooting at us. We're very close to being dead. Whoop. Whoop. Oh. Jeez. Oh wow, there's people just hiding now. Yeah, there is not much for us to do in security here. Noted. Let's go try to pick up those. Wow, there's a lot of those money spots. There's a lot of them. Boy. There's one right there. Let's just float on down. A reference to the spooky clown. We all float down here. Just me today. Violet, Swamp, how are you both doing today? I'm curious to learn. And while you get that and get the chance to answer that question, Violet, I know you've been playing. Swamp, I'm curious about what you've been playing. Oh no! Oh no, don't take me out in the air. Eek. Ooh! Just Claymore up. Just Claymore up. Pick up all the monies. It's okay if we still get hurt and die, because we still got a bunch of money that we'll just have in our pockets. I'm gonna leave those claymores there. Alright, nobody's on the thing. See if we can find ourselves a place to deposit our lovely casheroons, or pick up a balloon somewhere. Take that cluster strike. There's also a bounty over here. That would be lovely. See if we can get someone to show up and go after them. Oh, no, they are farther away, unfortunately. More cash. Oh, there's a lot of them bouncing on the lights. Hearing them. Oh, to my right. Ooh! Keep moving.
Enemy UAV overhead.
UAVs. Uh-oh. Woof. Oh, bummer. Oh, from the roof? Yeah, that doesn't really put me in a good position. Not much to hide from in that case. I'm good today. Lee's been fun. I played some Warzone too. It's been a relaxing day, to be honest. I'm glad to hear that it's been that case. It is nice to have those kind of relaxing experiences.
Moving here.
Let's see, shall we continue to move this way? Maybe you just keep picking up cash and try to deposit it somewhere. I don't know if it's faster to float or if it's faster to get a car and drive over there. These are the important questions that's not as important for. Because it's just like, what's fun? Right now, floating down is fun. We've hit overtime, so if we nab this, that's going to be a good extra money chunk. Zoop. Anybody coming? Don't see anybody. Borrow some of that. So we've done 0 crossbow kills today. But we have picked up a lot of cash. And we have gotten a lot of pistol kills. So it's been good in those regards. There's a place to deposit our money. Let's just go ahead and do so. It'll be fun. I'm glad it's Friday, says Swamp Thing. It's been a long working week. I've not had much chance to play any Warzone, to be honest. I'm pretty rubbish, so sometimes it's more relaxing to watch and better to play. That's fine. Whatever you like to do, right? I think, for me, accepting my playstyle is focusing on the goof. You know, like finding that flow state regardless about what is actually the most advanced play style has been the thing that's made me have the most fun. And so I am happy to provide you entertainment if that's your preferred way of doing it. Oh, look, a balloon. That's actually quite nice. And I would use that earlier. Anybody coming to stop us? Balloon? Helicopter? Drop the bag. Hup. Yeah! Good chunk of chunk of change. There we go. Alright, so that felt pretty good. Getting more cash. Top 10. See, this is now me doing a strategy that I've done many times to win, but it's not exactly the most intense. You just run around the back world where nobody else is, getting money pickups from boxes, from just sitting on the ground, and you can do really well with it. And this is what I would consider actually probably a negative of the game's design, where this is a strategy that works, doesn't necessarily force you to fight other players. It's really just encouraging you to pick up only the money. It's an interesting mechanic that I honestly find that I have most fun when I don't do. But it's nice in a way when you're finding yourself all alone and it's the end of the match and you're not going to get, you know, somewhere else in 50 seconds. Why not just spend a little time chilling, throwing stuff around, picking up some money, seeing if you can move yourself up a place or two. Alright, like, it's keeping us in the top 10. Why not do it? I'll just throw some cash in here now so that we can get the experience points for it floating away. That'll be good. And then I'm looking forward to talking a little bit more about iterating and talking a little bit more about the thing I talked about a second ago with the funny picture with the chick. Top 10 still. Alright, so we're not in top 10 any longer, but we're close. We're just like little bits of money out of the way. Boop. Very good. Not bad. Okay. So we'll see what our kills were, and then I want to talk a little bit about iterating and experimenting some more. And then I'm going to crack my knuckles a little bit. Felt good. Epic Games just popped up, said, hey, War Game Red Dragon is what it's called. It's free. Go ahead, play it if you want. I'm like, thank you. Not my plan, but I do appreciate it. All right, we'll transition. We got 6 kills. That was awesome. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about... I've leaked your plunder strategy. Yes, just don't fight anyone. Hide in the corners and just pick up the money. It's really good of a strategy. Sometimes, some of the best games, though, I've had were like that with just a small number of opposing players. When then you get all the money and you deposit it and move to another place, and it's very fun. But now we're going to leave the lobby and talk a little bit. So this is for Swamp Thing. Violet, you heard some of this, but I'm curious if this will open up any new questions. Alright, so today's discussion was about the concept of flow state and purpose. And the reason why I'm talking about that is because purpose, which is a very heavy term, right? A lot of different possible meanings of purpose. In this case, is meant to be like the thing that makes you just feel really happy. When you're like, oh my gosh, that's my purpose. Like, it's just fun to do. So I had the opportunity to apply for a job with Xbox to be a host that didn't work out. And that's a bummer. However, even though it's a bummer, I've also felt like it's okay because I've realized as I've been working more on myself and going to therapy and like coming up with like, let's do flow state as a live stream concept, that this is kind of the thing that brings me a lot of joy, gives me a flow state. Talking to you, playing this game, basically improv, teaching, learning new things, talking to people, that's the thing that has made me feel great. And so even though that job would have been an opportunity to do that as a career in Xbox, it doesn't mean it's done or that I can't do it. It's not a title, it's an action. I talked about before how with Monolith Productions, the people I worked with before I was out here now, I had the opportunity to do that, and then as that job stops changing to less about streaming and more about just sort of marketing, it became less interesting to me. And I didn't really know why, because I had my dream job, I had thought, but it turned out it's the dream actions that you do, not the dream title. So having a flow state helped me move through the sort of frustration of being someone who had this really cool opportunity and then it didn't happen, but being like, you know, I want to find another one like that. But also, this can kind of help me there too. So seeing you two and talking to you has been really helpful to helping me find that joy. And I was talking about this individual, Csiksentmihayli. I grabbed the thing of how to say his name, but this is a joke. Not a joke exactly, but this is related to it. Chick sent me an inflatable E. Me. Csiksentmihayli. I'm losing the ability to say it. Chick sent me high E. There we go. Csiksentmihayli. Yes! And that individual is where a lot of the flow state positive psychology that I've learned about is coming from. And so I included in the description a TED Talk from that individual, and that's something that has been really interesting and motivating to kind of learn this whole, you know, player skill, challenge, flow channel kind of situation. So it's been really cool. And I'm also experimenting because I'm curious to see how this comes across when I'm watching this stream over again. But related to that, iterative design in regards to the crossbow was one of the conversation topics we were doing. And I think I'm going to pop over to what I mean again on that. Because I talked about that concept of like building a little noodle tower. You know, you basically those crackable, breakable noodles that you can have, and then using a marshmallow. They're not very strong, but the reason why I brought up the story about people who try to build the tower and then they're trying to figure out how to put the marshmallow up, and how children apparently just put the noodle in to the marshmallow and build a little mini tower, is that the concept is that iterative design means solve the problem first, then make it a good solution. A funny example of that would be like, I need to cross this river, and then you just wade across the river, right? You just go right through it. And it could be like, maybe there's a better way, but you just make it better at wading, and then you make it better at maybe a bridge, maybe a rope swing, maybe a stick, whatever, and then eventually you build up to like a really good option. We've been talking about that a little bit today because of these little shooty shooters right here. I've been experimenting with using this as a dual thing, and this has been really powerful. This has been good. Fires quick, has good like auto aim, and good like, what's the word? It has good hip fire, there we go. And it's quiet, so that's very interesting. Now we've been messing around with this for a while, and we've been using these explosive bolts because I like shooting a dude. That was a loud clap, sorry. Shooting a dude, and then having it explode after the fact, taking out those downed people. But it might be interesting to try something like a thermite tip, or a tear gas cartridge, or even not doing it at all. Because it will give us a lot more range if we don't even shoot a bolt at the end. If it's just free of it. But I want to try, I think, black burn bolts. That just sounds fun, the little burning extra stuff. And we'll go from there. And we will continue our iterative design. Which I see from Violet, a continuous revision of a solution to make it more efficient. Yeah, that's a great way to put that. It is a continuous revision of a solution to make it more efficient. The idea of doing it through something like the tower with noodles and stuff is the idea that since you can create something like, you know, it's kind of pointless in a way, but the idea is like the taller the tower gets, the better the tower is. And so in this actual experiment, which is another TED Talk, which is fantastic, and I think that'll be potentially a whole stream, will be like flow state and iterative design. That whole concept was about how building this tower as a group of adults is that a lot of times you end with an idea. You start with an idea that you're trying to reach. But with a lot of these children who are being taught, they don't have an idea of how to solve the problem, so they just solve the problem first and then work their way up. So the continuous revision of a solution. Start with a bad solution, but a solution, and then continue to grow it. That 80% rule we talked about, where you don't have the perfect outcome yet, that's fine. You learn about the better outcomes whilst making many tries. I've heard people describe it before as like having a dart and not knowing exactly where and how to throw that dart. But if you never throw the dart, you never build your little tower, you'll never learn anything. Kind of similar to our discussions before about how just taking a shot is a way to, like, even though I might not hit anything, just take a shot, because you won't get the feedback until you start shooting your crossbow or sniper rifle. Which was, just for the future people, that's referring to this one, where like our main goal is just to shoot, even if we miss. Just make sure to shoot. I love this. Felt awesome when hitting, terrible when missing. That is the feeling of the crossbow. Basically, finding a way to make it so I don't feel that terrible frustration when I take the miss. Boop. All right. Now we have thermite, so we're burning people rather than exploding people now. Curious to see how that will go. It said it was stronger against, like, machines, so I'm really curious to see what that's like when people are driving around. Alright, someone to my left. Oh, they landed in there. One shot, one kill. That didn't need to burn the person, but it was fun. Ah! Ah! That was a beautiful drop. I'm curious, yeah, but we might not even need this extra thing because the bolt fires faster and farther with less weight when we don't have anything on it. But I do like as a personal thing, my flow states, I do enjoy when there is an extra sort of status effect included on whatever it is that you're using. So fire, explosions, poison, which is tear gas. Sounds really fun. A lot of other games involving like say Dark Souls, which is another game that we'll have to talk about because big motivator for this concept is Dark Souls. Look at all these people dropping. It's amazing. Oh, it's a storage thing again. I think I'm gonna go to the superstore because that feels like that's the best spot for practicing shooting everything all over the place. All right, practicing shooting from the air. Uh-oh. Hi. I missed. Just shoot with the guns. I can't see. Not dead though. It's just. Ah! Oh, that was fun. Well, the point is to do the crossbow, but I'm still enjoying that goof off. All right, so let's see if we can get these good shots in air again. Which, on top of that, like, I'm not gonna always land the hits, but the point is it's just to try. All right, I'm seeing a person to the right. I'm looking for someone on the roof who might be like staying still. There's a person coming up right now. All right. Oh, being shot at. All right, there's that person, and boom. I died. I got a little flustered with the person coming from the other angle. Very fun, though. This is also an advantage for playing as a single person in Plunder. Your death just means that you immediately respawn. So it allows you to, like, it's like a tool to get back into the fight. Oh, we hit them, but we didn't kill them. All right, let's just boop these people, get ourselves some money, get ourselves some plates. Let's hop off for a second. Let's be a clever one, shall we? Don't need to invest that heavily on being on that roof. Get all our things back. Perfect. On our way back up the roof. Hello, everyone. We are here to teach you about flow states. All right, reload. Oh, running around. That's fine. Oh no. I've been thwarted by a small pipe. Oh. Trying to practice those arrows. Okay, we got a helicopter. Let's see if that... Oh! Disabled vehicle. Well, it seems to do really well with vehicle destruction. All right. Oh, we got them. Oh. So it's still doing damage to it, then a kill confirmed, so rather than the explosion. It's just out of ammo again. Just hoping for the best. That's dual pistols, just hoping for the best. Alright, I'm gonna run down here for a second. Oh! Eee. Lay down. Take a nap. Just right over our heads. Oh no! Alright, I'm gonna take a hard horizontal run. Perfect. That's how you do it. Hard horizontal run. Oh, I still see them up there. Ah! Oh! intense. What is that gun choice? That's the kind of thing we wanted to practice. Good shooting. So, experience so far with the fire burning. I don't like how long it took for the person to be taken out who was downed. However, I did like how it seemed to so quickly damage the helicopter. And I am liking hurting people with those little drops from the air. That is pretty fun. And I mean, man, those dual pistols have been pretty fun too. EHV throwing knife, that's fun.
Okay.
Oh! Okay, that would be a situation where the crossbow would work, but I also was in a bad position. Just not smart. It's not good for me. Seems like it's also just so swarming with players. Let's see. Where will we try next? We can go to one of those areas, or we can continue just being a part of the swarm. I'm going to try being a part of the swarm for a little bit more. You know, iterative design and all that. Crossbowed up. Okay. Boop. Oh, we just missed that. That was perfect, though. Although I didn't like missing, that was a perfect miss. Not because it was good that I missed, but it was like I fired in the correct direction. It's just a matter of time as my skill improves that I get ready for those kind of attacks. So that was all right. We're at 39. There's another vehicle. We're going to test the vehicle again. I missed. That's fine. Boop. Oh, this is bad. Into the room. Person this way. I'd be very curious to see how we could explode that car with the fire. Because that's the point of this. I pulled the trigger and it didn't shoot. It didn't shoot anything. You can see them. They aimed it. Didn't actually do it. So, that close range problem. I'm pulling myself out of a flow state a little bit because I'm not doing this very intelligently. 1, 2, 3 people there. This is fine, though. We're going to land over here, a little bit farther away. I think there's someone right here. There's a bunch of money right here. I just saw another player. We got hit by a stun, but we are escaping. There isn't really any learning happening here. It's just firing guns everywhere. I think I'm going to take a step out. It's fun, but it's not quite making me feel like I'm going to get better at the crossbow in this situation. But I am going to try to shoot one of these guys out of the air. I do like the fire, like when it's flying through the air. That looks really cool. I like that a lot and enjoying it. Hearing lots of shots. Not really seeing anyone. Hearing someone float down. So we're hurting people with fire when we do that. We're taking some people out in that case. That was nice. Switching to this, because this makes more sense here. We have a lot of money on our character, in fact. I think I'll buy myself a balloon. It also feels like the fighting has really moved out of here. Remember, cash deposit balloon takes 150k, but only costs 30k to buy. So it makes a lot of sense to just be like, oh, we're just going to store our points real quick. So this is related to, you know, our process of like having fun practicing with also just using the crossbow. But one of the things that I'm looking forward to trying would be something along the lines of some of the normal battle royales. I really like the feedback that this game provides, so I don't necessarily want to jump too much into those. But I think it would be interesting to see how it feels and plays. Missed. I think the arrows fly slightly different when you're using a crossbow with the thermite tip. We hit that person, and they got downed. Certainly feels cool when we take those long shots. Let's see. Keep testing it. We took a person down right around here, so we can pick up some ammo from them. Oh, person from behind. Those just quick shots like that, those are gonna they had so many chances to kill us. Wow. That was pretty close. That was very close. But yeah, so far I think I like the explosions more, because I like the fact that it causes a little bit of a jolt in our target.
Care package spotted.
Gotta go for the care package. That's kind of the way to play. I'm curious about the tear gas. Oh, there's a car though. There we go, test the car again. I hit the car. Disabled vehicle. Wow. Those are real good against cars though. Oof. Like that is real good against a car. It just cuts through it. Like, I really like that. I don't really have a solution for the other times you would use like tear gas, or the explosions ones are just really fun. I'm gonna go for this money guy over here and see if anybody's in this spot. Doesn't look like anybody is. Hostile dropping though. I don't hear them nearby. Just activate speedy run. And go for a speedy run. Nice! Easy. So as far as the iterative process of these crossbows, the ability to demolish cars is really nice. For one, I think a lot of players don't realize how powerful that is, because I didn't. Simple reason. And being able to have something that is that powerful is going to do a lot in surprising opponents. It's going to do a lot in cars are considered one of the most powerful things that you could get in this game, and so being able to undo that strength with just a little patink, it's a nice feature. Here, this is a perfect time to test this. Big car, fire. I missed. Try that again. Perfect, we hit it.
I'll drive. Get in.
That person's driving. Huh. Hold on, I want to see if I can run this person over. Oh, they went inside. Just. Yes. All your lovely cash just for me. Uh-oh. We're being chased by someone, it looks like. Hey, we're in the top 5 though. That's fun. Oh, that's the person who's chasing us. Oh, that was too close. Oof. One more try. Nah, we're just gonna move. All right. Now I don't know where the money option is. So straight, check. All right, someone else took it. Where can we deposit some cash? There, okay. That'll be a good spot. Top honor, we're marked, we're in 5th, which is pretty cool. See, this is a nice moment, I think, in the game when you're like, I'm a little worried about being chased down, and so I feel like I'm on the run, which is a nice feature. Nice feeling. And then the car allows us to get there quickly, and which is another nice feature of having that crossbow, because anybody else comes out with another vehicle, you tend to have a feature that helps protect you. Up and out, call in cash. Checking for other players. Don't see anything. Don't see a lot of people who could even be here. I think we're gonna have a nice silent drop. Not a big deal. Okay, please. Oh, I came in too quick. Yep. No, not the rover. Jeez. That's emotionally terrifying. Alright, so we're in 7th place, and we're being shot at. Ooh. Alright. I'm gonna try flying a helicopter, switching seats in the helicopter, then shooting with the helicopter. You know, like a silly person would do. I don't see... Oh, okay. It's just one of those other helicopters are shooting at us. Alright, there is our next thing that we're going for. Another helicopter from another player. So as far as, like, again, crossbow stuff is going, there's a real joy in being able to fire, throw the helicopter like a missile. Of course, why not? There's a real joy in being able to take out people quickly with those shots. But it's, for me, it's really all about that awesome moment that you take the damage on someone who is using an amazing, cool, big machine. Someone's also coming this way.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
I'm just gonna take this car.
I'll drive.
It's fun to be in 6th. It's one of our highest placements.
Dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
I think actually if I want to succeed... See, this is a... Yeah, you see the person right there in their car? Or with their gun? This is one of those situations where I think the money system, if I'm focusing on that, I'll have a little less fun. But a lot of people are almost killing me. Speaking of cash...
Enemy soldier incoming.
Oh, I missed that shot. But we got that one. Claymore?
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Hide? Your optimism while being shot is kind of admirable. Well, you know, everything's a learning opportunity.
Enemy soldier incoming.
See what I mean? Every time is a learning opportunity. Ouch. Lost some money. That was good, though. A lot of fun. Okay. So I think I can comfortably say it is really fun to use the fire bolts, but I prefer the explosive ones so far. Oh, look, a box. Oh, look, a balloon. Grab the UAV. Activate the UAV. Nice. Silver, 6th place. Not bad for a single player. Especially with running around with a crossbow. Okay, so I'm going to take this opportunity to think a little bit again about the fire. Because this is something when we're talking about iterating, right? So explosion, fire, poison, none. So we've tried explosion, which was fun and extra damage, right? Fire. Less fun, but great against vehicles. Try next. Poison, why not? Is an option. I think it'd be a good option as well to like use it as when we're talking about iterating. Like, I didn't feel as much flow state as I did when I was doing. Oh look, we got a gas mine. Oh, it's gone. Anyway, I'm curious about how that will go. I didn't feel quite as good with it in regards to, like, I love shooting machines and having them stop. In fact, it might be fun to try this in a battle royale. 6th place, GG, thank you. I die really fast at battle royales, so we'll test it. Should we test it? I'm trying to decide. No, we're not going to do that. Nah. But in the case of doing something related to the actual feeling of what felt really good, I think it would be nice to try out the venom bolts, tear gas. See how that feels. See if that comes together as something that's like like interesting, right? Like, I definitely was feeling as I was shooting this gun that it was so much cooler to have the explosions. But I don't know, maybe the bolt would be great because that one situation where there's a person in that room, if it just tear gas, that might force people to get out of those situations. It might be a flush device, right? And it might also cover us. It might cover us because it'll create a cloud. So those are all interesting kind of bits. But this is the process when we're talking about iterative design, right? Like, I don't know the perfect outcome here. We've already tried something, crossbow stuff, because it's fun and interesting. Dual pistols, it's fun and interesting. But now we're, messing around with it to see if we can make it a little better. In my experience, they're never better. They tend to be, when you're iterating, you rarely get better, but you often get a new way, which is very nice because sometimes, like the analogy that I used about perfection and being in cake or ice cream, like, ice cream is good, but someone might prefer chocolate to vanilla, and that doesn't mean that the vanilla is not as good. Seems like nothing happened here. Oh, I was wrong. Oh, I think the tear gas needs to impact the opponent to release the tear gas? I feel like I shot that arrow directly through that person's body. Oh, that time we hit. You gonna come around? Nope. That time it did it too. Maybe something weird was just happening. Don't know. But it worked those couple times. Yeah, the customization on these games is really cool. It's one of the reasons why I picked this game as kind of a flow state thing, because it allows you to play so many different ways. Will I am. It's okay. Go to school. Do class. I'm happy that you can get class right now, too. That's good. Here to say hi. Hello to you. Thank you for coming by.
Cash by completing contracts, looting, or eliminating targets.
Alright.
Set a drop point for your team, soldier.
Drop point for team. People are dropping. Hills. Promenade East. I imagine we're going to see a bigger drop around here. Not as big. Train station. Interesting. I'm going to pop out and just sort of go this way, I guess. Following that one person. Fly, land, fly, land. Whoop, someone's already shooting at us. Someone's already very effectively shooting at us. A sniper? Interesting. With the crossbow. I wonder if we can find that person. See, this is one of the features that I like about Plunder. Isaac Clark, nice to see you. This is one of those features that I really like about this. We're able to just sort of identify where someone is and, like, coming for you. Isaac, nice to see you. Right now we're working on flow state with iterative design, which is basically the process of solving a problem and then trying to find new ways to improve whatever it is that you're trying to solve for. So in this case...
Extraction is standing by. LZ for pickup.
How long do you think I can stand next to this person? What do you think? How long? How long's it been? It's 1:55 for me right now. This is okay, I have a timer going. Sometimes in life, there are things that are new and interesting. We're not always, you know, aware of these things, what's right behind us. Sometimes there are things that we don't know. And that's okay. You can learn about our blind spots. I did 30 seconds, just for the record.
Enemy cluster strike.
Oh, it's a cluster strike! Oh, hey! Wow, that was a long period of time for them to shoot us and try to kill us. So they didn't die from the tear gas after they got hit by it. And we unlocked Peak Zebra? Well, I'll be. Yeah, that wasn't a long time. Didn't really take him out. Anyway, for Isaac, iterative design is this concept that you find a solution and then you continue to try to improve on that solution, but you're not trying to have like a lofty goal to start with. You're always just trying to minimal things. I ruined his flow state. Swamp Thing, you clever. Oh, that's funny. I totally did. That poor individual. They were like really in the zone, firing and sniping, and then they know that someone is just gonna be like watching them quietly in the back.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Well, there's the helicopter. Let's go for that.
I found a helicopter.
That'll help us move to wherever we need to go more quickly. Anyway, iterative design in the case of our crossbow is we were originally using explosions because they were fun. Simple reasoning. But they're not. Oh, look, there's a person who's also going for that helicopter. And another person who's going for that helicopter. Wow, we got that person down. All right, let's see if we can do this. A little slow. I missed that shot, but I did hit that other one. Maybe if I shot the rock, that would have been a good choice, because it would have left a little cloud of tear gas that might have forced them off the rock. Interesting thought. Noted.
I'm back.
I don't know how much money we have. Not a lot. So far, this hasn't been a very money-focused experience. Oi. There's our friend right there, though. Can I try marking?
I'm moving.
Let's see.
Hostile removed.
No, not me. Shoot the other one.
Taking fire over here.
Oh, shoot. I was reloading like a smart player. Oh, they could easily see me. Oh, and that was their friend. Okay, I get it. That was their helper. Makes more sense. Let's try to pick up one of those big money spots. Oh, well, we're close to this one. So away we go. See if we can see anybody as we're dropping in. That particular building was having a little bit of a graphical issue. So far tear gas has not felt good. It hasn't given us the really fun explosion moment. Uh-oh. There's someone up there. Someone up there with the... Oh, shoot. Can I? How can I? Nope, they got it. Oh. And they're not on the thing. Shoot. Let's just quietly make our way to the roof. I'll take all that, thank you. Oh no, I gave it back! That was pretty fun though. I definitely enjoyed that. But I gave them their money back. Not all of it. You take some of it for yourself, but you do give some of it back. That was fun. I still enjoyed it. Where are we? I think it's still work. Oh, that person lost their balloon. That's emotionally rough. They're like, nobody's here. I'll be safe. I was here. You were not safe. I don't see them anywhere. But they know that I'm coming in. Oh look, they have a nice pistol up here. Hitch. Now, this is probably not the smartest choice. It would be fun to find them. Can I get in here? Shoot. I'm just gonna do this. Well, we found them. I'm gonna run away. Oh no, I'm so scared. If I had explosions, that would be pretty cool. I wonder if the tear gas doesn't always detonate. Like there has to be a distance that it has to go for the detonation to occur. I think that's a big problem that I have with this. They didn't go through that way. Oh no! Oh no, the tear gas is hurting me! And apparently I'm floating really high for a second. What is there we go. Look, they had a cool knife. That's fun. Alright, well. Oh, and a cash deposit. UAV.
Common actual, send recon.
UAV entering the AO.
Alright, we're gonna leave to see if we can get away from that person coming up with us again. That was fun. Not very valuable in the scheme of the game, but a lot of fun. Ooh, we have a person who just drove by. Alright, nobody's coming up on the radar, so I think we're good in that regard. Alright. Oh, here comes a truck. They did not notice us. It seems like a lot of players are actually moving this way, so we might actually lose this balloon. I would, you know, I'm basically doing the exact same strategy that that person up there did. Oh my gosh, look, there's another thing coming down. But also, did not like the tear gas as much. I think I can consistently say that it's not activating, which is the problem. Like, it doesn't seem to be forcing players away. It doesn't really seem to be like, if it blew up in that area and it forced the person out of being upstairs, that would have been amazing. But since it's not really doing that, I need to look at it to see if it has like a requirement of how far it needs to shoot or something. Oh, here they come. We still got some good money. We still keep some of it. But I'm a little disappointed I missed that shot. But yeah, see, they only get one money bag while we picked up 3 big ones. So the money belongs to us now. We could go for them again, though, if we wanted to try to get it. Alternatively, we could go for a helicopter over here. And if we had a helicopter, we might be able to go find the other money box.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Alright. Whoop. Easy, breezy, beautiful. Cover helicopter. It looks pretty, though. The green smoke, it does look pretty. I do agree with that. There they go. See, this is a situation where having... Yeah, yes.
I can fly it.
I agree, it does look pretty. But this was a situation where... Hold on, let's see if I can pull this off. Switch. Not very proud of that one. But I'm also really entertained by that one. I tried and I failed. I do agree. It looks pretty. That green, like, trail like that. See how it's not popping out, though? That's why I'm not quite sure how it works. Oh, we hit them! We hit them with the arrow. I'm gonna like this shot. They're gonna like, you're dead. Boom, knocks down. That's pretty fun. But if it was an explosion, it would have then, you know, didn't just knock a tear gas thing. Enemy downed. It doesn't say they died, which I think is an interesting point. I'm gonna come back for picking up some more of this money. Another airplane cash drop. You either win or you learn. Yes, I actually very much agree with that. They're on the roof, are they? Oh, we downed them and killed herself in the smoke. Oh, maybe they shot us. Okay. Look at that group. So yeah, consistently tear gas. My idea with it was hoping to be something that would knock a bunch of opponents like out of the way. Like they'd have to move. So this group that we keep messing with, for example, would have to move away from their friend, right? Is that money up there? It is money up there. Oh, land on the roof. Oof. That's a lot of money. Nope, they're all inside this house. Who shot me as I fell through the window? Wow, that is a long range. And they took a headshot on me. Into the window, I love it. We've been picking up a lot of money from this little excursion though. So it's been a smart choice. Good practice. I think that the person shooting at us is shooting at us from this over here. Yeah, I can see them up top. Oh, they're shooting at us again. See if I can... I missed, but it was very cool. Oh, I am off the top again. Well then, down we go. See if we can get into a building nice and safe. There we go. Getting more plates. Get some more cash. More plates. Get more cash. Alright. In the case of how this is... Oh, that gun just changed color. That was fun. In the case of how this feels... Definitely tear gas is lower on this, like, the scheme of things.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the side.
Run around the side. Drop that. Hop through this window.
Secure all cash in the area. Enemy attack chopper in the AO.
Yeah, I surprised them. Whoop! Whoop! They're surprising me. Alright, I only have one more plate. If I can do this right. Into the car. Alright, hold on. Perhaps it's time to just go for a drive. Right? I think I can see them. I was wrong. But yeah, the fire would also be nice because we could shoot that helicopter and take it down. Consistently... Jesus. Consistently feeling more poison is not as interesting. Got 2 minutes. I'm going to head for this deposit. Just cuz. It'll be interesting, fun. Inbound cash collection. Cool. Pick up some more of this for a little extra cash. Flow state perspective, this feels good. But I'm also feeling a little bit like... Uh-oh. Someone else got me, but we managed to take that person with a sweet shot. That's a lot of money to drop, but that's okay.
I'm back. What enemy?
Kill confirmed. I'm gonna see if I can see the other person who is there. But yeah, it's like the poison stuff is definitely not doing it for me. I can still deposit cash, just not as much as I had earlier.
Cargo secure. Bird is exiting the AO. All cargo deposited. Exfil as RTB.
A little bit more money. Summon another one, just see if we can bring out the vultures again.
I'll drive.
Thank you for the nice shot. I'm trying. Get better.
Copy. Helo is inbound for deposit. Enemy UAV overhead.
Probably makes sense to actually just run looking for places that have cash rather than trying to deposit any. Yeah, like if I had hit that car would have been disabled and potentially have killed the person in it. Tear gas is definitely disappointing so far. Its only benefit is it's like party gas. That sounds terrible. Okay, bronze, that was fun. Cool. Take this, actually, I want to see share what the kills were. And then I want to take a moment to think a little bit again about, actually, to kind of talk about the flowy state more thing with meaning. So this is a slightly different bit. So we talked earlier about the concept of flow state in regards to, you know, skills meeting out the challenge and you going along this graph and getting this joy. This particular game that I've been doing has been a little bit tougher to find it, but we were experimenting with stuff. We're trying the exploding tear gas, which I gotta say, nope, didn't really like it. Next would be the Nun, right? Which is just a faster shot itself, which might be really cool. I don't think we're gonna be doing that this second, because we're gonna be talking, but I also wanna talk about when I describe stuff involving purpose, a lot of it was inspired by the movie Soul from Pixar. Without any major spoilers, in the movie Soul, you have a character who is discovering flow, and they talk about that. And then they're starting to say that the purpose of living life is to find these flow states, because when you're going for a walk and you're just like, this is lovely, when you are cooking, when you're playing a video game, those are states of flow that they call jazzing in the movie. That feels really good. They have a character who cuts hair, for example, and talks about how that cutting hair and talking to people was his state of flow. Or another character who talked about a story involving a fish that, it's a very cute story. It goes like this. Fish is looking for the ocean. So he swims up to an older fish and says, "Excuse me, I need some directions to the ocean." The older fish goes, "Ocean? You're in it." And the other fish is like, "Ocean? No, this is just water. I'm looking for the ocean." I took that thing to mean basically that purpose and flow and meaning is whatever you want it to be, right? Like if it makes you happy, if you're in the ocean or water, that's up to you. And in the case of the guy who is like a barber, who was, you know, that was kind of his flow state. That's one of those things where it's like, that's a good model. This gaming, this playing with you, talking to chat, these are models of flow states that make things really fun and worth doing. So that's when we talk about purpose and how I was kind of like, oh, I felt a little disappointed that I didn't succeed so much with like this job thing. I was like, well, but I'm doing the flow now, so I'm happy. See Violet saying, I've not seen Soul, but I've heard the soundtrack composed by the two guys from 9 Inch Nails. You know, I'm a big fan of Hurt. Which is but that was honestly because Johnny Cash, when he sang it, I really liked his version. And it is a really cool message. So if you have access to Disney Plus, I really liked the film. Very, very nice. Let's see. Thinking next. Now, we could try poison, we could try some of those different things. Explosion and fire was definitely the most fun to me. I think now as it's 2:14, I'm going to take this opportunity to start doing the more wind down stuff that we often do as it starts getting more, which is where I enter a form of, you know, flow state by doing something like gunfight. But I think it would be fun to mix it up a little bit today, to do something that is a little bit more relaxed than gunfight. I know it's a game that, you know, involves shooting people, but you'll see what I mean. There's a mode in this known as Infected, as well as Gun Game. We'll have them both as options. Both Gun Game and Infected are very silly. Infected is like playing against zombies. Gun Game, anytime you get a kill, you move to a different gun. It's really fun to experiment with new guns in this way. But the point of it is this. We will obtain flow states by having slightly different style challenges. A lot of times when we talk about this graph, squeak, squeak goes the mouse. We've been just doing one thing, right? We've just been doing Plunder rather than doing a variety of different style of games. Skill and challenge can come from really however you define it, right? So if we play Infected, one player becomes a zombie and everyone else are a bunch of humans trying to survive. And if you take out a human as a zombie, you become another zombie, and then another, and another, and eventually it's like absorbing the group. It's very fun. If we end up doing gun game, it has its own kind of silliness where it becomes all about moving up a ladder of taking out different things. It says that we're going to do infected. Just where is it? Yeah, you can see through my chair. So the point being that it's all about like it's a different type of thing because the challenge is going to be a little bit more random, right? Like
Infected.
depending on how good my teammates are, it's going to be how I survive this or not. All right, we're going to try to find our teammates.
Friendly white phosphorus inbound.
All right, that's a nice shotgun. So normally I find a location in the level where I can defend it. That's normally my process for how I do this. But I think I'm just going to follow one person and use them as my safety. Mode called Gunmaster, that's basically gun game. It is fun. There's another mode known as One in the Chamber from Black Ops. That was one of my top experiences in a COD game. Alright, this is feeling like a room that we can hold. And a staircase that we can hold. So I think we're gonna... Uh-oh! Why does that zombie have a gun? Huh. That zombie was armed! I'm used to the zombies having knives and things that they throw.
Claymore set.
Why is that zombie armed? That's hilarious. Huh. Oh, wow. That's going to be a challenge. Another zombie. But this is, when we talk about skills and challenge, like, one of the flow state pieces that is important to remember is that you don't have to have, like, randomness can kind of create that feeling of challenge as well. Where you feel sort of a feel, like I don't know who's coming this way, but because I don't know what's going to happen, that gives me that feeling of challenge a little bit. Now, this might not last for a long time, but it's certainly fun for now. I know that if I become a zombie, I want to throw a knife through here. Like, try to knock someone up this place. This is the first time I've ever had the choice of wanting to do a shield. But we're in the 19 seconds to go. It's good. Turns out that zombie is, just not used to seeing a zombie with a gun in this mode. I wonder if they give zombies guns sometimes, if it's like, if you're not getting kills. That'd be interesting.
That's how it starts.
Only one infected out of 12 survivors. That's a bummer. That is a oh, I got the final kill. That's nice. That is a bummer. Funny, but a bummer. Poor Macaco. Macaco! Anyway. Anyway. The idea is that randomness can make and enjoy an extra bit of the flow state. You don't have to necessarily have it be a perfect challenge. It is the switchery that makes it fun. I'm going to switch this back for now. Whoop. See, make sure I covered everything. Yeah, talked about meaning and flow state. Brings purpose. I think I talked about it 3 times. Violet, you've been there for all 3 of them. Yeah, yesterday was pain. Like physical pain. We've been doing crossbows, but today we're just goofing off and playing more infected, okay? Perhaps more gun game. I like gun game because it's also free-for-all, which means there's enemies at all places all the time. So it puts you in a position where you will be finding yourself targeting... Well, it's just you making fast decisions constantly. But they're goofy, because sometimes it's like they give you a crossbow. It's one of the reasons why I like it, because you get to play it in those other places. I know it's 2:21, so we'll play one more of this and then maybe a gun game. And then I think that'll be a good time to finish up Le Stream. Just relaxing, just chill. That person to the right, I guess my character's right, but my left and on screen, just like, they're just like covered in tar and smoking. That was amazing. It's kind of cool. I can see how I've read some players are frustrated with the fact that some characters use camouflage, and then some characters do not use camouflage, which is always interesting to see. Free-for-all games that aren't Battle Royale. I kind of miss that too, Violet. I really liked those ones, but it's interesting because for a lot of free-for-alls, you have the experience of this. So this is always the corner that I've defended when I'm trying to defend, but wherever people go is where we'll go. Is that a free-for-all gives you the experience of Battle Royales where lots of characters are sort of showing up and surprising you. Oh, wow, I could have been taken out real quick. Where characters show up and are surprising you. But then it doesn't take as long to get to each experience, and then it also happens in a much more it just happens more quickly, and then if you die, you just learn and start up again. It doesn't necessarily have that hardcore aspect. However, as I say that, it's one of the most popular game types ever, right? Like, Fortnite, PUBG, Warzone, absolutely one of the top game types. And so I think it's interesting in the discussions about like why it's so popular. One of the things I've seen is it's actually like this. See, right now, it's quiet, right? There's not a lot of intensity going on. Just a couple players doing what they can to hold a point. Everybody's moving now, though, so I guess I'm moving too. But the point being that since we're all together... Shoot, I heard it coming! That it builds intensity as you play. And that's kind of the thing that makes it fun, is that building of intensity. Alright, I'm actually very excited to be a zombie, but I'm a little disappointed I became one. Ah, shoot. I missed my knife. I threw it too early. But here we go. I gotta get in the mode. Gotta get the mental mode. Throw that down. Peek. Oh, you gotta look both ways. You gotta look both ways. Nailed him. I missed, but that's fine. Yes, I made it here. Oh, shoot. When we're talking about flow states, this isn't a part of this. We're in the arousal learning segment. Where I like don't know how to do this as well. And so it creates a really interesting sort of question-answer situation. Oh, that person fell down. That's dangerous. Alright, we're gonna just put this here. Oh, from behind. Right here. Missed that throw. Peek out. I love how they have, like, a human on the radio being like, you're losing your window. I'm a zombie. Who's talking to me on the radio? Oh, I missed that shot. That would have been a good hit. Not bad. This has been a good spot. I'm going to get a little closer this time for a knife throw. How did I miss that knife throw? Erg! How are we doing time-wise? Oh, we have to get a kill in like 20 seconds or it won't count. There's the kill. Got 45 seconds. There's another person over there. That person's running back that way. gonna pop here. Got him! Long range knife. Just doing it sneaky. Alright, so we're now at 48 seconds again. Oh, I missed that knife. Let's back off. Hello, exploding ink. Why did they get a jet? Oh, I didn't see the person through there at all. Knife them. Thank you. Come back afterlife. Bring us another 45 seconds. Moving careful. So it seems like this is the method. Like when we talk about like a flow state or finding something, the method seems to be focusing on finding people, ouch, finding people on their own, as well as, right, 22 seconds again. As well as those little careful knives. Oof. Well played, everyone. I think this... Oh, someone else got another one. Nice. I think this person over here is going to be in a very dangerous spot soon. Oh, there's a lot of them. 20 seconds. Oh, bummer. There, good run. Good run away. 10 seconds. Three. Any kills? No, well played. Knife kills you getting there. You know, I find that it's really important to cut to the heart of the problem. Stab your way through the center of the attacks. I think I'm in the... Oh, I thought that was me. I was like, oh, am I part of the play of the game? I got killed. Alright, with that, I think it'll be a good time to go to the nice, quiet, moving sounds of the trees and the breeze. It's very nice. I'll turn this off and down. There we go. So, thank you again for coming by, Violet. Isaac, Swamp Thing as well. It was good to see you. It's been a lot of fun to have people come by and kind of help provide this practice. And it's given me a little bit more of an interesting perspective. I guess stream starting soon is wrong. I can fix that. See if I can... Watch this. Watch this professionalism. Boom. Ta-da! Yeah, so the big lesson that I wanted to put here is that with flow state and finding a flow state, actually having one kind of is like having a purpose. And if something is frustrating, something doesn't happen for you, as it didn't happen for me, having a flow state can make you feel better about the whole process because it gives you an opportunity to continue, to like, I don't feel like I'm... Oh, Will.i.am, also thank you for coming by. I feel like I don't have to worry about, like, what am I going to do next? How am I going to figure this out? It's like, no, I got an idea. I feel pretty confident about this. So, it's nice. I also realized that, watch this. Watch, I'm going to scoot. Whoop! Didn't realize that I had cut off a huge portion of my camera space. So that happened. But yeah, this was very fun. I got a question real quick. I'm going to start counting and write the word that I say once I start counting, all right? Write the word banana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. I was curious to see what would pop up in chat when you do that, because it gives me an idea of how long the passing is. So, banana, thank you, Swamp Thing. Okay, so it's about 20 seconds. Interesting. 20 seconds. I put this on low latency, but it's still giving me, I guess, a normal latency. Banana? Thank you. Or is that an offer? Banana? Question mark. Thank you both, Swamp Thing and Violet, for writing banana. So it's about 20 seconds, which is, it's supposed to be faster. I'll do some experiments with that to try to get to the ultra low latency. Figure out why it's not working for me, because that's what I was trying out. Something that would make it so when I, like almost like Mixer style, right? When you say hello in Mixer, it like is instantaneous. Rest in peace, right? But with that, you've all been lovely. Thank you for coming by. If there's any final questions about purpose, flow state, and that kind of thing, we'll talk about it. I'm going to spend, I think Monday will be the next stream. Monday is next stream. So I'm going to take a weekend break and take some time to kind of look over my work and think about ways to make it more accessible, more available, more searchable, those kind of things. Any final questions, or are y'all just feeling good? Just ready to go? Enjoy your Friday. As I wait for a response, I like the changing of the time in this thing. I think it's very pretty and very fun. It's definitely something that I consider a positive. But it's funny because at one point it actually runs out and starts over. So when that happens, it's just daylight again. It's not very smooth, but I don't expect to have this on for a long period of time. Smiles. Okay, sounds like y'all are good. So I'm going to say good night. Enjoy. I'm going to see you... Oh, my final message? Oh, here we go. Stream was super fun. Y'all take care of the weekend. Thank you, Violet. And Swamp Thing, great stream again. Have a good weekend. Oh, thank you as well. Cool. All right, I'm going to hit the boop button. And then you guys will have that experience of seeing me type in chat before I even say boop.